back to the StubHub Center in Carson, California. This is the 2013 Reebok CrossFit Games. I'm Justin Judkins alongside Miles Lewis. This is the Masters competition. And this age division for the women's division is 50 to 54 years old. The workout, Nancy, a nice little couplet. Miles, couplets look so deceptive on paper. You look at two different movements and you think, hey, that's it? I just got to do a run and overhead squats, no problem.
No big deal, just two workouts, how hard can it get? Well, this workout's a benchmark workout. This is something really popular in CrossFit. A lot of athletes out here, if not all of them, have already done this workout.
There is your starting grid for the women's 50 to 54 age division of Nancy. First workout of the 2013 Games. Miles, who are some athletes to keep an eye on in this heat?
Well, right off the bat, Bonnie Lynn, first place in the Open. Somebody we want to watch out for. Mary Beth Lissholm, she's also been to the CrossFit Games quite a few times, so she's no stranger to the podium. Joy
One thing
Bruning.
that's interesting too, Mary Beth Lissholm, I actually saw her compete in the regional competition. She was a Masters, but she was so good, she was invited to compete with the women's individual competitors, and she showed up and did well versus ladies half her age.
Right. Now, you're looking at these women, and they have passed the ID check and the background check, so they are actually that age.
20 ladies in this heat, 20 ladies that have competed in an open competition, started in March. They've qualified to be here. We've taken the top 20 women in this age division from around the world based on the results of 5 different workouts. The top 20 are here at the 2013 Reebok CrossFit Games. This workout will consist of 5 rounds for time. They will do a 400-meter run and 15 overhead squats. The weight on the bar for the overhead squats, 65 pounds. And they are off. Event number 1 is underway for the top 20 women here in the 50 to 54 age division. And they're jumping out to a fast pace, Miles.
Yeah, people to look out for. Mary Beth Lissholm, she's been a competitor first in the 2011, second in the 2012, and this woman's hungry.
And they are starting out at a fast pace. We saw fast times from the last 2 age divisions. The time to beat set in the last age division, if you want to just look over all of the age divisions, the best time so far, 13 minutes 39 seconds, set in the 60 plus by Sharon Labcott. So it can give you a time to look at for these ladies that they will be coming in well under the 20-minute time cap.
Talking to these ladies pre-workout, a lot of them are worried about the run, a lot of them are worried about the overhead squat. So we have a spread on the field. You're going to see some fast runners, you're going to see some fast squatters. So it's going to come down to that last round.
Colleen Leahy is the one that has jumped out to the early lead at this point, and she will approach the bars on her first set of overhead squats, 15 overhead squats at 65 pounds.
I remember earlier the 60-year-old division and older used a 45-pound bar. These women are using 65 pounds.
And jumps right into it, snatches that bar from the ground to overhead in one movement, and starts right in on 15 overhead squats. The standards that the judges are looking for.
You're looking at a person being judged right there. The judge has got a magnifying glass on them right now. They're looking for a hip crease down below the knee and a controlled stand up with a full hip extension at the top. Technique going into this, you're going to see the women grab the weight, jump it right over their head, and start that squat.
And Colleen Fahey finished the run in first place. She finished the overhead squats in first place. She did 400 meters in 1 minute and 23 seconds, which is a great time on a 400 meter no matter your age, and completed 15 overhead squats in 31 seconds.
These women, they have earned the spot to be here, and they know what it takes. Not only do they have the nerves of the first workout, but they also know that they're at the CrossFit Games. So we're gonna see some awesome times from these individuals.
And Bonnie Lynn in the black shorts and the pink top, trying to chase down Colleen Fahey, who is in first place. Looks like she's got about a 40-meter head start on second place.
Now it's on again.
Bonnie Lynn. So first place, Colleen Fahey. Second place, Bonnie Lynn with CrossFit Synapse. And as far as strategy goes on a workout that's of a longer duration, Miles, obviously you don't want to jump out too quick, burn up all the gas in the tank. So what kind of strategy will these ladies employ throughout this workout?
Right away we see a running element. They're doing 5 rounds of a 400-meter run, and that is no easy task. Then we see 15 overhead squats. Turns out to be 75 total at a pretty heavy weight. A lot of these athletes have done this workout before. They're going to try to beat that time.
3 minutes and 30 seconds into this workout. These ladies are finishing their second 400-meter run and will start in on 15 overhead squats. There's a 20-minute time cap. Your current leader, Colleen Fahey, CrossFit Black Box, the affiliate she goes to and trains day in and day out in preparation for the big competition here at the CrossFit Games. I love how her transition is so short. She wastes no time, doesn't take any kind of a break, just jumps right into those overhead squats.
You know, that's a common mistake in a big workout is to come out too fast. So we want to watch her throughout this workout and see if she can maintain that pace. The other athletes are watching people go out quick. They're kind of hunting them down the whole time. They know they're watching for that fatigue, and that's when they strike.
Elaine Polito in second place. Michelle Barnes in the black tights, and Colleen Fahey finishes her second set of overhead squats. She did slow down a little bit. It took her 8 seconds longer on her second set than it did on her first set. We've seen other women in the other age divisions that were able to maintain the same pace throughout. We'll see if Colleen will be able to do that during this workout.
No doubt they've had a game plan going into this workout. They've been able to see the workout, and they have a game plan going into it. They're trying to do these squats unbroken. That's going to be a pretty big component to this contest.
And Elaine Polito is chasing down Colleen Fahey. Colleen Fahey in first place, currently has a slight lead over Elaine Polito, who is right now in second place. Elaine Polito in the black shorts and the pink top. And that is your second place race right now between Elaine Polito and Bonnie Lynn in the gray shirt. So first place, Colleen Fahey. Second place is a battle between Elaine Polito in the black shorts and Bonnie Lynn in the gray shirt and black shorts. And that was Joy Bruning, so I need to make a correction. That was Joy Bruning, not Bonnie Lynn. But it is Elaine Polito in second place, battling it out. Elaine Polito in the black shorts, pink top, and Joy Bruning in the gray. However, Colleen Fahey is in first place. This will be her third set of overhead squats. 65 pounds on the bar. She does take a second during this transition to get a drink of water, and that could be costly as these other ladies are closing in on her.
Absolutely. You're going to see some visits to the chalk bucket. You're going to see them walking to the bar. That's their way of preparing for these squats.
Colleen Fahey going all the way down, making sure that judge knows she's meeting the standards. We're 7 minutes into this workout, 20-minute time cap, and this is their third round of 5.
As we start to see this workout near its end, these athletes' shoulders are fatigued. Not only does the run and the squats bother the legs, but having this weight over your head is no easy task.
Joy Bruning and Elaine Polito going rep for rep. They both have 14 in the bank at this point, almost 15 reps, and they will complete the overhead squat portion of their third round. Colleen Fahey in first place. Joy jumped out to a slight lead over Elaine Polito. So Joy Bruning in second place. Elaine Polito in that battle for second place right now. Joy is edging out Elaine Polito in their third round.
This is going to be a nail biter all the way down to the finish. They all know they're near each other. They're fully aware who's in first, second, third.
The interesting thing to note is that Joy Bruning has been able to maintain a consistent pace throughout her overhead squats. Her first round of overhead squats, 35 seconds. Her third round of overhead squats took her 39 seconds. Several of the other ladies have slowed down more than Joy has. She has been able to remain consistent throughout on her overhead squats, and she is now trying to chase down first place Colleen Fahey. In comparison, Colleen Fahey, her first set of overhead squats took her 32 seconds. Her third set, 55 seconds. So you can see the fatigue starting to set in as these ladies advance through this workout. Joy Bruning still looking fresh as she's on this run. She's making her move right now, trying to chase down Colleen Fahey.
One thing to note, we're looking at two different size athletes here. Joy Bruning, 6'2", Colleen Fahey, 5'6". A little difference there. Strategy might change a little bit. Workload might be a little different. But two different size athletes doing the same workout.
And Joy Bruning, as she is finishing her third round, and Colleen Fahey has completed her 400-meter run, is approaching her bar. This will be her fourth set. She completed that 400 meters in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Colleen jumps right into those overhead squats. She's got 2 in the bank.
That's been her technique since the beginning of this workout, and it seems to be the technique that's going to work for her all the way through this workout. Jump right into that first squat.
So Joy Bruning trying to chase her down. She's only 2 reps behind Colleen Fahey, and she could catch her here on these overhead squats, especially if she maintains her pace that she has in the first 3 rounds of overhead squats. She's been the more consistent of the two between Joy Bruning and Colleen Fahey.
Yeah, at this point, something else has taken over. They have their crowd in front of them cheering them on.
And Joy was actually 7 seconds faster on the overhead squats than Colleen Fahey. She has now jumped out to the lead. We've had a lead change, and these ladies have got to dig down deep and finish this workout. Look at Joy Bruning. I'm so impressed. She got behind a little at the beginning, but she didn't let it rattle her. She stuck to her game plan, stayed consistent, especially with the time that she took to complete her overhead squats, and now looking strong on that run. Joy Bruning, our current leader right now, she just passed Colleen Fahey on the 4th set of overhead squats. Last round, she can't hold anything back at this point. She's got to let it all go and finish this workout strong. We're just past the 11-minute mark. She's not worried about that time cap at this point. She's just worried about staying ahead of the other competitors.
These athletes know this is the first workout. They also know that there's 5 more to go. So part of them wants to hold a little bit back to save some for those other workouts. But the other part of them wants to give it everything they've got to establish a good high points on this leaderboard.
So there are your first and second athletes in the 50 to 54 age division for the women's Masters competition here at the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Joy Bruning, your current leader in this division, approaching the 12-minute mark in this benchmark workout. It's called Nancy. Joy Bruning, as she is completing her last 400-meter run of this workout. This will be her last set of 15 overhead squats. She didn't slow down much on that run. Her first run, 400 meters, took her a minute 20, or excuse me, her first one took her a minute 32, and this last one took her a minute 57.
There she gets a no rep. That's what she's looking to avoid right now. You'll note the height of her 6'2" makes it difficult. She's actually having to move that bar more than the short people.
Getting a little bit of speed wobbles there. but wanting to go fast and maintain consistency throughout, the last thing you want to do is have to set that bar down, rest, pick it up again, and waste all that extra energy. So your current leader, Joy Bruning, has 13 reps in the bank. She's got one more. That will be her last rep of her overhead squats as she sprints to the finish line. Unofficial time for Joy Bruning, 13 minutes and 4 seconds. That is your women's 50 to 55 or 50 to 54 age division winner. In second place, Colleen Fahey. She crossed the finish line, 13 minutes, 21 seconds. So it looks like Colleen slowed down a little bit as the workout went on. Joy was able to maintain her pace throughout, passed her on that third round of overhead squats.
Right, that could have been the nerves playing right there. She did come out real fast. That was exciting, but that wasn't the key.
More and more ladies finishing up now. Elaine Polito, Joy Bruning, Bonnie Lynn, Colleen Fahey, Knappman, Barnes, Terrace, all finishing now under the 14-minute mark. These ladies still have 6 minutes left until the time cutoff. And it looks like most of the competitors, and Mary Beth Litzheim as she finishes her first workout of the CrossFit Games this summer. Mary Beth Litzheim out of Colorado. But after that third round of overhead squats, really it was all Joy Bruning. Up until that point, it was Colleen Fahey that the rest of the pack were trying to chase down.
Yeah, Joy was a smart competitor there. She started off a little slower, but that was the right move.
Maud Heck, as she has 2 reps left. She's got, well, I take it back. Yeah, she's at 14 right now. She's got 1 rep left, and she will sprint to the finish line for Maud Heck. Unofficial time, 14 minutes, 55 seconds. And one thing that we see that's common in every CrossFit workout, no matter whether you're at the games or whether you're at a CrossFit affiliate, is that sense of community. These people are going through the same workout you're going through. They're feeling the same pain you're feeling. And so there's that camaraderie, a bonding, a sense of community.
Yeah, the camaraderie is key. These women all are here. They're all friends. They're friends without the CrossFit Games. They know what each other's going through. They all have lives of their own to live. They all work here hard, and it's a great thing to see the relationships they build from it.
Joy Bruning, your current leader, she did win this workout, the first workout of the games. Her time on this benchmark workout, 13 minutes, 4 seconds. Great time on Nancy.
Yeah, how's your Nancy time?
No matter your age. I don't even want to compare it to hers.
Yeah. This is something we can all do at home, the same workout, follow the same standards, and we could measure our times up against these women and see where you stack up. And if you're at home in this age division and you want to be here, you want to earn that right to be here, sign up for the 2014 CrossFit Games Open.
In another way that these ladies have earned my respect is not only have they worked hard and trained hard year-round for this competition, but they have so many other things going on in their lives. They're balancing their training with family, career. They've got a lot more on their plate than some of these 24-year individual athletes that are able to put in 3 or 4 workouts in a single day.
Right, these women are superhuman. They own businesses, they have families. A lot of times these women are working out when we're all pushing that snooze button.
Right. Kylie Thompson, as she is finishing up her Nancy workout. There's Elaine Polito as she's talking to her coach, fans.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Mom.
Giving some shout outs to people all around the world.
So at this point, Kylie's exhaustion has set in.
Yeah.
Her shoulders are tired. But look at the athletes around her. They're going to help push her through this. They're screaming at her. They know what she's going through, and all they want to do is to see her succeed.
We're at the 17-minute and 30-second mark of a 20-minute time cap on this workout. Sometimes the last competitors in a heat or event or workout get more cheers than the first competitors, the people that take first in the workouts.
Yeah, at this point, she's just relying on whatever's left in her head to get her through this workout.
Just digging down deep and gutting this one out. Just has a few reps left. We're at the 18-minute mark. She's got 2 minutes left to complete this workout. And she has, looks like 4 reps completed. Or excuse me, she has 4 reps left. And Riley Thompson just having trouble completing those last 3 or 4 reps.
You know, her shoulders are exhausted at this point, and this part of it, this workout is extremely difficult on the shoulders. One thing to note, these women all know what the workouts are next. What's also going to be tested on the next 2 workouts are their shoulder strength.
So she's got 3 left. No, that one does not count. She did not go low enough. And that can just be a mental thing right there, too. And devastating mentally as well.
You know, we see a perspective from the view of the camera, but this judge has the best angle, and these judges are fully aware of the movement standards, and they're going to withhold them for everybody.
There, 2 reps left. 1 rep left. She's still got 40 seconds to complete her workout, and she wants to do that. Now, she will get credit for every rep that she does complete. Just got 1 more rep left, 30 seconds to go. And I love the heart that this lady is exhibiting right now. This is Riley Thompson. As she is finishing out her Nancy workout here at the CrossFit Games. She's got more than 15 seconds to sprint to the finish line. And she will cross that finish line under the time cap. Unofficial time for Riley Thompson. 19 minutes, 51 seconds. And now she can rest, take some time to recover for the next workout.
Wow, what an awesome effort out of her part. She just completed that workout underneath the time limit.
She was getting some no reps.
Oh, that's
she had to
frustrating.
face that down mentally, overcome that challenge, and pick up that bar
But
just
she did
one
it.
more
She
time.
did it.
She did
That's
it.
it. High fives from everybody. That's they all know where she's been, where she was just at. They've been there before.
The judges are going to do a quick reset. We're cycling through these different age division workouts on this first workout, Nancy. We're here at the 2013 Reebok CrossFit Games at the StubHub Center in Carson, California. And let's go down to the competition floor. Angel is standing by with our Nancy winner of the 50 to 54 age division.
Hey there, Justin, here with Joy Bruning. And Joy, just about 30 minutes ago, you told me that running is something you don't like, but you pulled off the run, you pulled off the event, you won.
I did.
How'd you do that?
A lot of hunker and grit. You know, I just tried to focus on speeding up my overhead squats when I could, and the running, just the last couple laps, my coach said, try to keep a good pace, you know, don't slow down too much, and I just tried to keep it fairly consistent, you know,
You
without
said,
blowing up.
congratulations to you, Joy.
Thank you very, very much. It's an honor. Thank you.
Justin, back to you.
Thank you, Angel. Congratulations, Joy. And that will be it for the women's 50 to 54 age division of the first workout of the CrossFit Games. Don't go anywhere. We've got more action coming to you soon. For Miles Lewis, I'm Justin Judkins. Thanks for joining us.